Creative, I am the Magic Maker. In today's video, we are going to be looking at how to design a basic YouTube thumbnail. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel of our sponsor as they are the one who made this possible, and you can follow me on the socials on your screen. Enough talk, let's make magic. To get this started, the first thing we need to know is what is the size of a YouTube thumbnail. So very easily we could just check Google. Okay, size of a YouTube thumbnail. Now see that the size of a YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720. So all you just need to do is open your Photoshop software, and while that is loading, I'll just show you some samples here for AL9. If you look at the samples we have on your screen, you'll be seeing different style. So we're just going to be doing something basic, just the logo and the title, no too much again. You see that even with that, it still looks very simple and very fine. You can see what is on your screen. So there are ways to go about your shots. Is either you have taken deliberate shots while you were recording, the way we were recording here, maybe after the shoot, you take deliberate shots for your YouTube thumbnail. Or once you're done recording, you could go through the frame of the video and you just select the picture or the frame that you'd like to use. So I'll just show you some other style. So this is another style, this is another one. But my favorite is the one for the showreel, and this is what we are going to be making. So the name of the fonts we'll be using is Adobe Garamond. Now Ctrl N, the size is 1280 by 720p, and I'm going to name this YouTube thumbnail. Create. Alright, so we're using an artboard here in case you want to do different variations. Now the next thing is, what is the picture we're going to be using, or where is the picture we'd like to use? So I'll go to my very first shoot just to explain some things. If we go to, where do I have this? Shoots. No, not introduction to the Magic Maker. Download and install, yeah, the topic one. Graded JPG. Now, if you look at the pictures you see on your screen, you see that deliberate shots were taken for the YouTube thumbnail. So for this angle where the hand is pointing, what we could do is we could be like, okay, we could put the title here, we could put the logo here, or we could have a Photoshop icon. Learn YouTube thumbnail design using Photoshop. So you could just have Photoshop icon here. Let's see the varieties that we have. This is another one. This is another one. So you could be like, you're looking at the topic, or you're looking at the title of your video. So this is another one too. So if you're looking at, okay, the left-hand side of the image is very busy, then we can decide to put all of our designs on the right-hand side, which will make it very feasible. So these ones are just like testing, 1, 2, 3. All right, so I'll just use this one. Now, there are various ways of importing your pictures into Photoshop. You could click Alt-Tab, then you drop. Now, the next thing you'd have to do when it is done loading is to scale. So I'm just going to scale up. So Control Enter once I'm done. So easy. Now, the fact that the picture is graded already makes life easy for us. We don't have to stress ourselves trying to make the picture look beautiful because it's done already. Next thing we're just doing is to add our text. Once our text is added, we add the logo, which is the Magic Maker's logo. So let's see. The next thing I would like us to add is a drop shadow to make our text very visible. So here we're using a slab serif font. I'm just going to add a drop shadow. Now you see that I've not done anything. You could just look at the settings I have here. So it's up to you. You could even use your mouse to drag over the effect to whichever position that suits you. You can play with the spread. I think I like this. You can play with the size. I like the way it was before, which is at number 4. So it's all open to your discretion. Whatever you feel is good enough for you, or whatever you feel tickles your fancy. You can reduce the opacity. I like it thick. Now, for the font we used before, this is Oswald. You could try Adobe Garment. I just really like the font. But everything is all about branding elements, majorly sure. Branding elements, so Garamond. Okay, I think I'll just stick with Oswald in this case. Now that this is done, the next thing we want to add is the Magic Makers logo. What we could do here is we could sort of like add a gradient to still make our text more visible, so that we pay more attention to the title of the text, because one of the things that your viewer are going to look at is how visible is the title. When you're scrolling, let's even go to YouTube. If you visit YouTube, I'll just type how to design YouTube thumbnail in Illustrator. Let's do Illustrator. So you can see the various kinds of design that we have on our screen. What you don't want is, you don't want a design that is too busy. Well, it's all up to what you like. If you like a very busy thumbnail design, that's up to you. If you want to go minimalistic, it's still up to you. So these are just to open your mind to what is possible. Another thing we could do is we could use gradients. So I'll just press G for your gradient tool. So you see that we have gradients. We have gradient tool here. Okay, copying the layer style, because there was no color overlay in our previous one, it reverted the previous change we made. So what we want to do is, with the drop shadow still on, you can click on it and add our color overlay back. And we are good. Right click, quick export as PNG, thumbnail design 2. Replace it. Yes, we want to replace it. Now what we can do is we can go to where we saved our file. This is how you make a basic YouTube thumbnail design. I hope you've been able to learn a lot. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye for now. Alright, so this is a test run of the new rock robot set. We have a flower vase right here in front of me, or right here by my side, then we'll have a cup. This is the new setup. We'll be getting back shortly once we go have something to eat, like that, and blah blah blah, cut.